appeal order Bank of Ghana to restore back the license of GN Bank owned by Dr. Pakwesi Indom. This man, 2019, Bank of Ghana, SCC, the license, GN Bank, Eddie Pretty, Dr. Pakwesi Indom, mobile, oh my Ghana, Odi Kota Konyaba, and let's say it, it got to a time some of us believe that he's no more going to get his license back, and that's the end of the story. Because 7 years traveling to the court, today you go there today, it's so stressful. But His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, prior to the 2014 election, Pakwesi Indom, doctor, paid a courtesy visit to His Excellency, then the flag bearer of the NDC, and His Excellency, the president assured, say, when he gets into office, he's going to find any ways and means to make sure the law is applied. If the license needs to be restored back to Dr. Pakwesi Indom and his GN company, he will make sure it is done. Today, the Court of Appeal has ordered the Bank of Ghana to restore back the license to Dr. Pakwesi Indom to start operation with immediate effect. But this issue is something that if you want to hear and but look, I am a personal victim of this whole banking sector cleanup that happened. I am a personal direct victim. So when it comes to these banking sector issues and Dr. Pakwesi Indom, it's something that I always make sure I don't know attach emotions, because if I attach emotions, I'll go to a certain level, because that thing has cost me a lot. But nevertheless, God knows best. I'm not begging. And I'm grateful for that. But the big question is, so what was happening for the past 7 years? I didn't see a high court. Because this case has been in court from high court and now at appeal court. What happened? What were the basis why the licenses were seized? What were the basis why the high court couldn't give this ruling? All this while, what were the basis? What prevented or what made us wait? Because this is by unanimous decision. This decision coming from the appeal court is not by percentage. It is by unanimous decision. Unanimous means court judges are appeal court judges all agreed, unanimous, not a single person opposed. They all came to a conclusion and agreement, unanimous agreement, that this man's license needs to be restored. It needs to be given back to him. So what was the problem all this while? You see, if we live in a country where we complain of unemployment, every 4 years we get into political season, election seasons, this party is talking about unemployment, I'm coming to restore, I'm going to give you jobs, this person is also creating this, and at the end of the day, you better not intentionally because if this ruling is coming today by unanimous decision, the question is, for 7 years, what was going on? If the law, according to law, this is not by anybody placing a call, this is by unanimous decision by the High Court, by the Court of Appeal. This is not His Excellency calling that, hey, return back the license to Dr. Pakwesi Indom. No, this is not by a phone call. This is by law and by unanimous decision. So what was going on for the past 7 years? Because as we speak now, a lot of properties, assets, most of the branches, buildings, restaurant, the places, most of the branches. If you drive through Ghana or you travel a lot, you see most of the GN banks, now the state of the buildings are, come on. Ghana, I don't know, but I just feel happy, and in a way I feel so sad because this man is now coming to start everything from scratch, restoring the license, and I'm not sure the Bank of Ghana is going to pay for all the damages. I'm not sure because the number of assets lost, the number of properties lost, the number of that's my biggest problem, and I feel like this man has suffered in this country. This man called the Jumara, when he was in politics, right from CPP to PPP, Progressive People's Party, and all of that, is recognized and known as the Jumara, the one that is always about employment, the one that is always about creating jobs, creating institutions, coming with it. He's so innovative. Big ups to Dr. Pakwesi Indom and your team. Badman. Group Indom Bank, now savings and loan. It's no more GN Bank, it's now GN savings and loan because the rank has been reduced. I just feel happy in a way. I feel so sad. If laws are laws, then respectfully, let us make sure the laws work. Because you can't waste somebody's time for 7 good years. No, I want to know, so who is going to pay for the damages? I want to know. I need somebody to educate me. Who is going to pay for the damages? Who is going to pay for the properties lost? Who is going to pay for the damages? Most of the branches are in the touristic state. The state of the buildings is something that, boy, may say some of the buildings have been turned into restaurants and shop bars. But man, and we sit in this country, na obi out me bejuma, emma employment, etimima emebunu youth no bejuma yeah, and all of that. Na empo, if there's an issue of banking cleaners, at least the kind of harsh treatment. I feel like he deserves an apology. I think he deserves an apology from the government. It could be this sitting government. They need to render an apology on behalf of the previous administration, the previous government, or whatever. I just feel like this man deserves an apology. And if government can in a way help this man get back some of his assets and his properties back in shape, I think it would be a very nice idea. Because at the end of the day, Government is struggling to give employment to the youth. Youth unemployment is becoming rampant. It's becoming worse each day. So if government can step in, a little support, I mean, something needs to be done. It shouldn't end at just restore the license back. I think something needs to be done. If you agree with me, get into the comment section and let's get interactive with the comment section. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell focus and let's see. I'm in a field of play. A touch line, you tough from piano and we're highway. So I'm going to see you when I see you again, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube and also follow us on TikTok and any other social media handle. I'm going to see you when I see you. I'm out.